Et donc, bonjour à tous et à toutes, c'est Sogevince, on se retrouve pour la suite de Trauma Center New Blood. Donc, on s'était fait capturer par les machins. Et on était forcé de travailler.
Hey, get up.
Another day in paradise. I'd like to get some sun soon.
So, doctors, how are you doing?
Couldn't be better.
I'm not trying to make small talk, it's a serious question.
What?
Let me see your eyes. Alright, these three are clean.
What have you got in store for us now?
Oh, nothing special. Just another
Found yourself a new lab rat, huh?
Hardly. You can blame Mother Nature for this one.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Hey, we didn't plan this one. He was infected by the other patient.
What?
That's impossible. Stigma can't be contracted that way.
Like I said before, I'm not here to answer questions, but the boss and the director will be observing the so make sure.
Doctor.
It seems stigma's more dangerous.
Le stigma a muté.
This way, boss.
Hey, you look just like you did on TV. What's up, Doc? The name's Kidman. I run the show.
You're in charge here?
Are either of you doctors?
This patient's got the onyx strand. Don't fail me.
Is this how you get your kicks?
Don't get cocky, Doc. This isn't a game. It's business.
Business? And what, pray tell, are you selling?
Weapons are worth a fortune on the black market. But stigma is one deadly weapon. Especially so, the best market for it is a war zone. Stigma would be the ultimate weapon. It still needs some fine...
It's a clever plan, in theory.
Oh, yes it will. Leland, bring in the patient. How about you, Director?
That won't be necessary. With the skills they've demonstrated, there should... and the chance of tertiary...
You're the creator of Stigma, Professor Wilkins?
All right, Leland. Let's get...
Andrei Raskov.
This still doesn't make any sense. However, the variations are definitely...
A secondary infection. That means Stigma has changed again.
We're reenacting that. Good luck to you, huh, Doc?
I've had enough of your
Just ignore him, pal.
Meilleure intervention de l'autre médecin. Enfin de l'autre
I'll save him.
l'autre
no
mec
matter what...
en mode 3 petits points.
It's a new type of onyx.
Ah, c'est bon, on a
We
du
don't
gel.
know what will happen. Be careful.
J'ai déjà loupé mon coup. Ok. Ok. Tout s'est bien passé.
The onyx is hiding somewhere. Use the ultrasound to find its shadow. The
Sérieux?
onyx is attacking. Don't forget to suture the lacerations it's made. We found the onyx. It's exposed. Inject it with a serum. The serum is still effective. The onyx has gone into hiding. Its movement patterns haven't changed. We can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully and find the real one. It's going into hiding. Find it! It should only take a little more. Hang in there, Doc. What the?
Did it inject toxins into the bloodstream?
Are you saying this is some form of self-defense? The main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel. Vitals have dropped?
Attends, parce que là... Ah ouais, non mais... Ah ouais, mais non.
What, is the show over?
Ah ouais, mais non. C'était pas prévu ça, hein?
It's a new type of onyx. We don't know what will happen. Be careful. The onyx is hiding somewhere. We found the onyx. It's exposed. Inject it with a serum. The serum is still effective. The onyx has gone into hiding. Its movement patterns haven't changed. We can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully and find the real one. It's going into hiding. Find it.
En haut. En bas. Non. Il est où?
The
Ah
onyx is
putain.
attacking. Don't forget to suture the lacerations it's made. It should only take a little more. Hang in there, Doctor. What the? Why are these?
Did it inject toxins into the bloodstream?
Are you saying this is some form of...
The main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel.
Vitals have dropped?
No matter what it tries, we're going to find it and cut it out.
Non, 4. Il est où? Putain, je le vois pas le 4, c'est ouf. Ah, la grosse partie de cache-cache complètement. Oh là là. Faut aussi jouer à cache-cache avec...
It's a new type of onyx. We don't know what will happen. Be careful. The onyx is hiding somewhere. Use the ultrasound to find its shadow. We found the onyx. It's exposed. Inject it with a serum. The serum is still effective. The onyx has gone into hiding. Its movement patterns haven't changed. We can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully and find the real one.
Quoi?
The onyx is attacking.
Quoi?
Don't forget to suture the lacerations it's made.
C'est quoi cette espèce de baise? C'est pas lui. Et là. C'est quoi cette espèce de baise?
It's going into hiding. Find it. It should only take a little more. Hang in there. What the?
Did it inject...
Are you? The main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel.
Vitals have dropped?
Putain, mais sérieux? Sérieux, je le fais sortir et le mec il a le temps de mettre une patate. Mais nique-toi! Nique-toi le jeu! Merde, j'ai fait non. Zut. Oui. On va tout passer.
So,
Ça va plus vite. Ah putain, le truc relou quoi! Ah oui, le truc il déconne zéro hein.
this way.
Il a pas le temps hein.
This still does. How?
Je vais prendre Val au cas où. J'aurai sa main curative si vraiment vers la fin ça commence à être la misère. Je commence à plus avoir le temps de remettre des
It's a new
points
type
et
of onyx. We don't know what will happen. Be careful. The onyx is hiding somewhere. Use the ultrasound to find its shadow.
Déjà ça
The
commence
onyx is
bien.
attacking. Don't forget to suture the lacerations it's made. We found the onyx. The serum is still effective. The onyx has gone into hiding. Its movement patterns haven't changed. We can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully and find the real one. should only take a little more. Hang in there, Doc. What the?
Did it?
Are you saying this?
The main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel.
Vitals have dropped?
No matter what it tries, we're going to find it and cut it out.
Voilà, concrètement, il est là. Tiens,
Please, let
je
this
l'ai
be.
utilisé vraiment pour safiser et au final, bah, il s'est rien passé.
Please suture the incision.
Alors le point de suture...
If something like this were to...
We need to get back to Caduceus.
Le point de suture de qualité.
What now, boss?
I'll give them a choice, but I doubt they'll join up.
The three of them are all quite...
Maybe if they could... Nah. Only if they're not willing to cooperate, then we'll wash our hands.
Les gens veulent nous tuer. Checkmate.
Now wasn't that fun, Doc?
Isn't your director here today?
Why? Are you worried? He was satisfied with the results of the operation. He said no further operation.
Then I guess you don't need us anymore, huh?
Yes. We just need to decide what to do with it.
What do you mean?
There won't be any more life-saving operations, but there are some experiments I'd like you to perform. I'm curious to see if I can get you to drop the goody two-shoes. Will you wield your scalpel in the name of science? What do you say?
I'd rather die.
I'm a doctor. Find someone else to do...
Oh, come on. Well, let's see how long... Leland, I'll be taking them. Have it ready.
Got it, boss.
I'll show you what a mistake it is to let your conscience rule.
Nouvelle cellule de qualité, vous allez voir.
Val, Elena,
Yes?
there's something I need to tell you.
Okay.
Is it about the choice they gave us?
No, it has nothing to do with that. Back when I was helping the professor with his research, I made a number of genetically engineered mice for use in experiments. There was something different about one of them. It looked just like the others, but it held a terrible secret inside.
You don't mean...
It happened while I was operating on the subject's kidney. I was excising a tumor. That's when it came into contact with artificial blood and started growing at a fright. That was the birth of stigma.
Marcus! I can't believe this.
Elle est pas sûre que ça l'était. Complètement. Bah, y a d'autres docteurs après, quoi, là.
I disposed of the subject and proposed that we put a halt to the research. Unleashing a new pathogen into the world in order to study its treatment. I argued that that was the wrong way to perform research. But the professor wouldn't listen. That's why I volunteered to go to Alaska, and I should have just quit. I had no idea you'd follow me there and get dragged into this mess.
I was desperate to study your techniques. But I never imagined that that's why you were there.
You realize that I may personally be responsible for the advent of stigma? If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened. And you two wouldn't be in this position. But I want you to know, as a doctor, I've always held the highest regard for human life.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Marcus. There are still many things we don't know about stigma. We need your help to unlock those secrets.
Just so you know, Dr. Vaughn, I'll always be there to assist you no matter what.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, remove their... Water torture is our specialty. Let me tell you, it's a sight to see. Watching our adversaries scream as they get swallowed up by the cold, dark...
You think you can force us to do your bidding?
Just holler if you change your mind, and I'll stop the water. But make no mistake, That'll be the last choice you ever make on your own.
Thanks, but I think I'll stick with the original. I'd rather die than work for a scumbag like...
You've got spunk, Doc. When I bury you, I'll put surgical instruments in your coffin. That way, they'll be able to identify the body.
Then I'll go ahead and lock him up, boss.
Hold on, Leland.
What kind of lock is this, boss?
I found it in a toy store.
Ça, je pense que c'est le truc le plus nawak qu'il y a dans ce jeu. Mec, un verrou dans un magasin de
I
jouets.
have no other use for it, so why not give it? We'll get a good laugh watching him try.
How far are they planning on taking this nonsense?
He said he found this lock at a toy.
Now that you mention it, something about connect the 4 friends and release...
Why is he using a toy? What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Oui.
They must think we'll beg for mercy.
But if we can unlock this, then we'll have a chance to escape, won't we?
Yeah, but my bet is they don't think we can do it.
Well, I'm not gonna let some stupid toy...
That's the spirit. We can...
Je serais pas un stupide jouet être à la cause de ma noyade.
Alright, let's get...
Donc attention, le patient. Bon, là, c'est notre vie. Alors, ouais.
square
Donc,
panels can be rotated. Turn the panel.
You said something about...
What do you mean by friends? The shapes, the colors, something else?
Looks like they've started.
Alors. C'est que ça, c'est obligatoirement comme ça. Et ça... Alors. Ok. Je vais déjà mettre en place à peu près tous les trucs que je sais qui seront obligatoirement dans un sens
I'm
ou
not
dans
planning
l'autre.
on drowning in here.
Alors ça, on va partir sur ça. J'aille là-bas, partir sur l'autre côté. Ah non merde, c'est dans l'autre sens. Putain.
Crap, I gotta go use the...
It's connected. Please move on to the next one.
Ok, bon. Ok.
Isn't this pretty hard?
Alors ça,
It connected,
celui-là,
but is this right?
comme ça.
Please hurry. Huh. I hear it's pretty popular among college students and adults too.
All right,
Yeah,
just one
Le
more.
dernier.
So, he's one of those kinds of people.
We solved it.
Shh. Now's our chance. They haven't noticed that.
Then let's get a move on.
Voilà. Grosse opération. Grosse opération. Hein.
Where are we?
Outside! We're out. And where's.
That's right. We were able to...
Where are they? Hurry up and find them!
Come on, we have to keep
Et
moving.
oui Jean-Michel, grand méchant, la prochaine fois tu mettras pas un cadenas Toys R Us, hein.
Over there. I see light.
La prochaine fois tu arrêteras le cadenas Toys R Us. Et tu feras quelque chose de normal. Comme tous les grands méchants. La balle dans la tête ou autre chose. Alors, je crois que c'est maintenant le moment fanservice, si je dis pas de bêtises.
I'd like to hear the Department of Health's opinion regarding stigma. Secretary Mendez?
I consider this case a very serious matter. It's unlike any plague mankind has ever known.
Could you please elaborate?
First off, stigma is a virulent disease. Reports indicate that a contagious strain exists, which means, in addition to that, there's an underground, so we must face the possibility that but in order to investigate, we need the
No need to worry about that. I've already...
Thank you, I appreciate it. However, I'm afraid we don't have much time to waste. There have been reports from around the world. There's even been a major outbreak in...
You're talking about Kularuma, correct?
Alors le Kuluruma, je ne connais pas ce pays.
Yes, We've had one patient flown in for examination. We'll handle the treatment and subsequent analysis here in the U.S. Caduceus will be seeing to it. In case you weren't aware, Mr. Deputy Secretary, Caduceus is our country's finest.
There's no need to explain. I'm familiar with the organization.
On est rentré à la maison.
I'm so glad that you're all back safely. You must have been so scared.
Oui.
You have no idea. But we survived, with each other's help.
I'm sorry you had
On a
to endure such
survécu.
an ordeal.
On a survécu car j'ai réussi à déverrouiller un cadenas de chez Toys R Us. Formidable. Et là les mecs après te prennent plus au sérieux de toute ta vie.
We must take stringent measures to strengthen our security immediately.
With no word since your disappearance, how are you feeling? Were you home?
It was a difficult situation. Having met our enemy face to face,
I wouldn't have objected if you had decided to resign, but we can't win the war against stigma without you three.
Something caught my attention while we were. It concerns Professor Wilkins. I think he may be a member of the Kidman family.
Goodness. Could that be true?
The professor? What do you mean, Marcus?
Well, you know that guy they referred to as the director? His face was hidden, but he was definitely the same height and had the same build as the professor. He also appeared to be the center of their research on stigma.
Et il
If
avait
it is
exactement la
Professor
même voix.
Wilkins, then
Mon
this
Dieu.
would all make sense.
I have to disagree. The way he moved and spoke, I just don't think he could be Professor Wilkins.
I'm not positive, but it seems very likely. I just can't figure out how he got mixed up with them.
Regardless, I'll notify the FBI.
Le
Now,
FBI.
I understand that you're concerned, but I need you to continue with your mission.
The patient has been flown in by the military. We don't know how infectious the disease is, so according to preliminary examination, so we'll be relying heavily. I know that's a lot to ask since you just returned.
Well, at least we're not out of practice, having...
Oh my.
Yes, believe it or not.
I'd like to say that you'll have the very best working with you in the research, but unfortunately, we've lost a key staff member.
Did something happen?
Cynthia left. She quit while you were away.
Why would she do such a thing? She seemed so dedicated to her.
Do you have any idea why she quit, Isabel?
As a representative of Humani, I'm not, but I'll tell you as a friend. She seems to have gone through a lot with the higher-ups concerning stigma. They blamed her for developing products that increased, but no one could have anticipated that.
It's a shame to lose someone like her, but we can't dwell on it. Let's prepare for the operation, Val.
That's too bad. I had hoped to work with Cynthia until we arrived.
Regarde Delgado.
Just so you're aware, I'll be present throughout the operation. I realize it may be difficult to perform.
Don't worry, Kanai. We can handle it.
I'm glad to hear that. I can't tell you how relieved I was to learn that you three...
I hear this is a new strain of stigma.
Yes, but the preliminary test didn't... We did learn two things, though. First, second, we can prevent further damage by removing the grapplers from the ends of the arms.
Sounds like a complicated procedure.
It's affixed to the affected area, so we can...
In that case, I think we should first try to
That's where this baby comes in.
What's that?
It's the result of our research. It will allow us to turn... You see, we were able to extract a colurium-based fluid, which will temporarily...
Basically, it can stop the pathogen. Would you mind giving it a try?
No problem. It's good to be back.
Allez Marcus. Au boulot. Tu t'es amusé avec un jouet là, mais voilà, maintenant on reprend un peu le vrai
But at least we
travail.
have a second opinion today. Well, let's begin by opening him up.
Super. Super, elle a déjà fait de la merde. Ah oui, putain, celui-là.
It appears to have a...
Let's try using that new...
C'est... Il faut...
Something's been released from...
Toxin, I presume. If we ignore it, needless to say, it will be...
We have to find a way to stop the...
il me semble que c'est comme ça.
I see. If we... Doctor, the arm has expanded back to its normal size. The grappler stopped moving. Hurry, we can extract it now. His vitals are dropping. His vitals are dropping. And so quickly, too.
It seems like the toxin is being...
So try to remove the grapplers while keeping the toxin from spreading.
Merde.
Vitals are dropping. Please be more careful, Doctor. One to go. Looks like you can only pinch each arm in one spot. It's withdrawn its arms.
Voilà.
That's probably the result of a rapid control. Perhaps this can be used to our... If we repeat...
All right, let's give it a shot.
Its arms are back out. Hurry up and remove the grapplers.
Eh? Ça c'est chiant parce que putain il y en a qui sont... Eh, putain, tu vas arrêter tes conneries, ouais. Non, putain, c'est ça que je veux.
If you don't stop the toxin, it'll keep regenerating.
Eh. Putain de... Non, c'est bon. Oui. Putain.
It's working. Keep it up.
Putain, c'est horrible ce truc, quoi.
It's extended its arms again.
We don't have much time.
We have to hurry. Keep going. The core is
Je sais
weakening.
pas si j'arriverai à la finir. Hein. Parce que j'ai été beaucoup trop lent. Putain mais... Ah nique-toi quoi. Bah. Putain, j'ai été trop lent sur cette opération, c'est ouf.
That's enough.
C'est ouf comment j'ai été mauvais. Oh là là. J'ai oublié le gars dans le...
Unfortunately, but at least we have a second opinion today. Well, let's begin by opening him up. It appears to have a...
Let's try using...
Something's been...
Talk needless to...
We have...
We have to stop the grappler stopped moving. Hurry up and cut... I see. His vitals are dropping. Doctor, looks like you can only pinch each arm in one spot. We can extract it now. That takes 2 down. It's withdrawn its...
That's... Perhaps this could... If we were...
All right, let's give it a shot.
Its arms are back out. Hurry up and remove the grapplers. It's working. Keep it up.
Déjà un peu mieux.
It's extended its arms again.
Merde,
His
putain,
vitals are dropping. So
j'ai mal
It
joué.
seems...
So try to remove the grapplers while keeping the toxin from spreading.
Voilà.
Keep going. The core's weakening.
Ah là là, c'est lourd. Putain. Ah, ça
Don't
rase
stop the
quoi.
toxin,
Vitals
it'll
are
keep
dropping?
regenerating. Please be more careful, Doctor.
We don't have much time.
Non. Ah, je suis nul. Putain, j'ai vraiment du mal là avec cette opération. Le forceps, j'ai du mal. J'ai un peu de mal. Alors oui, voilà. On va y arriver. On va y arriver. Je vous le promets.
But at least we have a second opinion today. Well, let's begin by opening him up. It appears to have a...
Let's try you.
Something.
Toxin. Needless.
We have to.
We have to stop the toxin. I see. Doctor, the arm has expanded back. We can extract it now. That takes care of one of them. Two down. It's withdrawn.
That's perhaps if we were.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Its arms are back out. Hurry up and remove the grapplers. Looks like you can only pinch each arm in one spot. It's working! Keep it up! It's extended its arms again! His vitals are dropping. We can't allow the toxin to reach the grapplers. Please be more careful. Keep going. The core is weakening.
Bon, il reste celle-là qui est chiante. Ah, ça rase quoi.
So try to remove the grapplers while keeping the toxin from spreading.
C'est bon? Tu meurs? Par pitié? Merci. Oh sérieux ce genre d'opération mais... C'est tellement chiant. Qu'est-ce que c'était un vrai bloc opératoire? Ouais. Ouais, sans doute, ouais. Bon, pour avoir échoué plein de fois cette mission. Ah putain. On aurait pu faire un sans faute, hein.
That was an admirable effort.
Yes, it was...
I don't mean to press my luck, but this will be an
So it's no different than...
Don't worry. We're quite used to...
We received a request for aid from the country of Kuluru. They desperately need doctors who know how to treat stigma. The government would like to provide assistance. That is, of course, if there are any doctors willing to volunteer.
And you want us to go?
If we can get some of our personnel into Kuluruma where that metal originates, then I believe we can advance our research on stigma. But to do so, we have to put 3 of our finest staff members in danger. Not just of infection, but...
Kuluruma is a hotbed for guerrilla activity. It's a time bomb waiting to... What do you think, Val?
Well, ultimately, what's our purpose? I mean, is it worth risking our lives for?
If we're trying to convince ourselves, we could say it's to protect the world from stigma.
Elena, how do you feel about travel?
Well, it's better than going...
Glad to hear that. We accept,
Ouais, on va partir dans un magnifique endroit. Au cul du Ruma. Je pense qu'on va faire la première mission. Je crois que je suis à 41 minutes de record. Au final, j'ai fait quoi? J'ai fait ça. Mutation, je l'ai fait dans l'autre, il me semble. Non, je l'ai fait. J'ai peut-être fait ouais, les 4 là. Ouais, bah ouais, non. Je vais arrêter le record là et la cul du Ruma, bah, on le fera. À une autre fois, notre fouet. Je sais pas quand, on verra. Allez, donc bon, merci YouTube d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Et moi je vous laisse ici et je vous dis donc à la prochaine pour la suite de Trauma Center. Ciao YouTube.